What is going on, everybody? It's Ascend Hyperion, and today we're going to be looking at 14 new hidden Forge objects. This is going to be really cool, but before we get started, I want you to go over to GameCheat13's channel and check it out. He's one responsible for taking these assets out of the game and putting them in a usable form for us, the Forgers. So definitely check out his channel, watch a couple videos, subscribe, like some stuff, whatever it takes. Cool guy all around. But enough with all the talk, let's check out those new objects. Kicking us off are two interactive animated platform pieces. Now these go unused in the Forge inventory, hence they don't have names here, but they have a very similar sister object in the current interactive props option. These are extremely straightforward. They're just platforms that can be activated. I flip one upside down here just so you can see the bottom of it. If you shoot the canisters attached to the platforms, it makes the platform raise up, as you can see here. What's really cool about these pieces though is that all the timing involving their animations is built into the object, so over time the object will actually go back down on its own and it will reset itself, which is an advantage that the Forge object does not have. Here I just show that the piece flipped upside down does not change when it is activated on its bottom side. Now we've got three more interactive pieces. These are a little different from the platform shown before because these involve the player a little more. So here we have the capacitor canister, the generator canister, and a deployable cover element that goes unnamed as an object. Now all these pieces are neat in their own right. The first canister is very simple. It's kind of similar to a barrel really in size and shape. Nothing too impressive, but it's rather detailed. The second canister is really cool. These light elements on it actually are really bright and will illuminate a space. And it has that kind of industrial feel to it. And this deployable cover is pretty much unique on its own. We don't have anything else like that. The first canister actually explodes when shot, as seen here, very similar to the raisable platform versions. This creates a smoke plume a bit away from it, but the smoke plume can be removed if the item is respawned. Similar, the second canister will explode, but does not emit a constant smoke plume. Now the deployable cover is really cool. With the included script objects inside the prefab, you can just set it up and go. Press one button to make the deployable cover lift up like so, and click another to make it go downward again. Now the deployable cover actually has something really neat about it that I found. It almost works like a really good door. Putting it on its side can give you a really consistent door element that you can have activated on a switch. And really, where we lack really smooth scripting in this game, this object can really take door elements or deployable cover to the next level in terms of how consistent they are. Next are some basic hologram pieces. You'll recognize these as the holograms for the objectives while in Forge. These versions of the holograms are actually visible inside custom games, unlike the Forge versions. You can use these to make cool hologram signs or add extra details to things. Personally, the little circular one is probably going to be the most useful because we really lack small consistent circles in Forge, so I could see people really using this in a really neat way. Up next are the HCS decal elements. You may have seen these already. These are already kind of floating around, but if you haven't picked them up by now, you can. Please keep in mind that these objects are a little weird, and when exposed to certain surfaces, they just disappear. So if you're putting a decal on a wall anyways, it shouldn't be a problem, but keep that in mind. Now up next is something that's really technical but could be really useful. These are the Forge boundaries you see on all the Forge canvases, made into objects that you can spawn in on your own accord. You can use these to really define the spaces of your map. That's one of my biggest issues when I'm building a space is I want to know, well, how much working room do I have? How far can I go? These objects don't have physics, they don't collide with anything, you can just set them up. Their grab points are a little tricky, they are kind of in the center of where the intersections of the lines are, so it might take you a second to grab onto them, but once you got them you can throw them where you want your ideal map boundaries to be and go from there. And that does it. Those are 14 new Forge objects that you didn't have before. Bookmark links are included below. Like I said, make sure you give GameCheat some love for this and drop comments on your favorites below. Subscribe if you haven't, like the video, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.